G'day everybody, welcome back to Starfield. Hope you guys are doing well. As you can see, we're just hanging out here in front of the lodge, and we've just had a few chats with various people about going into the Unity, but most notably we also had a chat with Vlad on the Eye. Was he on the Eye, or was he here? I can't remember now. He gave us another temple to try and obtain powers from. So something on Indum 3B. So that's what we're going to do initially, and then I'm going to take a look at whether or not there are other things that we could do before we perhaps go through the Unity and find out what's on the other side. I do need to craft the armillary again, so there's that. But yeah, we'll get there. Let's fast travel our way to Indum 3. B, rather. And we'll quickly land and see what needs to be done. Bounty Hunter Captain, okay. That's fine, we can ignore them actually. I don't think they're going to really catch us if we just fast travel.
Landing site looks... Let's set it down.
Very nice. Okay, so let's exit the ship, and I'm just going to
Captain, greetings.
see which way we need to go for that anomaly. Doesn't look like that's the way. It's just one of those anomalous structures. Maybe over that side, actually, because we are getting a signal distortion. Or it could be this way. It's definitely that way because I actually see the temple all the way out there. Just taking a quick look here, we do have one skill point to try and spend somewhere. I'm not entirely sure what would be a good idea at this point. Because I've gotten what I want to get for starship design. Not that we will be designing more ships at this point. I feel like we're really close to the end game. I could invest in something else like pain tolerance, or I did sort of think that I wanted to maybe improve you know, how much HP we can get from eating. But yeah, maybe I'll save the point for now, and at least we'll have like that 1 point available when we need to sort of desperately upgrade something, if there is going to be a time that that happens. But yeah, let's head to the temple, and yeah, I'm curious about what kind of power we can get here. So I was sort of thinking about what we should be doing in this episode, guys, because you know, I figure, you know, there's probably still a few powers out there, and perhaps maybe that's one thing that we could do. We could simply pick up this power, go speak to Vlad again, and see how many times we can repeat that. I have no idea if he would have done the work immediately after us, you know, obtaining this power, or whether or not we would need to wait. If we do need to wait, now that's actually going to be a little bit frustrating to deal with, because then we would constantly have to, like, I don't know, sleep or something like that. This is a very weird looking temple, isn't it? Side of this mountain seems to have just been completely destroyed. Yeah, it's almost as if this thing had, like, just smashed into this area, and then the anti-grav like started, like, you know, warping the way the mountain looks. I don't know, it looks weird. Unless maybe this temple just appeared out of nowhere, causing what we see here. A lot of those floating rocks. I wonder if there's actually a way for us to get up there. So that'll be kind of interesting to try out, but I guess the gravity is a little bit strong here, so I don't think I'll actually be able to make that jump over there. Anyway, let's head inside. If we can actually find the bloody entrance. How are we doing for weight, actually? Yeah, weight is not looking so good. I do need to perhaps maybe sell off a whole bunch of stuff that we've picked up. We did actually do a bit of hoarding in the final Constellation mission, didn't we? So, yeah, there's plenty of stuff to sell and, you know, perhaps plenty of materials to throw into the ship as well. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about what kind of powers we might be able to get, you know, whether or not there's going to be any more useful ones. Alright, and do we have a Guardian to fight? Okay. We leveled up from that as well. So we do have yet again another skill point to think about spending. Alright, so let me take a look at our powers here. Let's take a look at what's actually unlocked. I'm pretty sure we have seen this one before. Anti-grav, Eternal Harvest, Grav Dash, Atmosphere, Earthbound, Earth. Cradle of Humanity shares its gravity in an area of your choosing. What? So, what does this mean? So if the world that we were on was low grav, hang on. So I guess to test this, if I jumped, I can see how high we've jumped there, but if I use this... Yeah, okay, I see. So, it only affects you, though. So, it's not like you can force other people to fall, for example. But, yeah, alright. Talk to Vlad to locate more temples. Oh, and there's another power on Indom 4D. What is it with the Indom system? It seems to have a lot of these temples. Nope, bounty hunters. Well, it's alright, we can have a bit of a fight. Very nice. Okay, let's head to this anomaly. Probably don't need to worry about speaking to those folks.
Setting down, everything in the green.
Okay, more distortions. That's probably not the direction. That looks like it over there. Yeah, this episode could end up being just a collection of all of the powers, to be honest, guys. We'll see how we go. If we manage to get all of the powers before the end of the episode, then I'll go through the Unity and see what happens there. But yeah, what is a bit of a shame is I haven't exactly played around even more with, like, you know, making a bigger outpost or, you know, an advanced outpost, or maybe several outposts as well. We only have the outpost in the one spot in Androphon, but I did sort of have some lofty goals to perhaps maybe create an outpost that's located on a more beautiful planet, you know, to call our own, somewhere we can call home. And we also have obviously the shipbuilding, which I haven't really explored even more. There are definitely some parts out there that I haven't used, which might actually be really, really cool. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll get to it. So we've only just constructed our ship currently, so I haven't really used it for very long. I suppose I don't really need to be attached to it though, so I could maybe end up spending some time reconstructing the ship. The other thing that I'm not entirely sure of is, you know, whether or not the game continues after the Unity. I assume it does, and it's just going to take us to a perhaps alternate version of reality. What changes happen is, you know, something that I'm not entirely sure of. Perhaps maybe there will be certain people that are alive and certain people that are dead. That's a little bit different to what happened in our universe. That's my guess anyway. Alright. Next Guardian. What do we want to use here? Urban Eagle? Sure. Right, let's take a look at our powers again. I think this is the one that unlocked. Phased time. Time itself is yours to manipulate as you slow the world and all those in it. What? Oh, what? This is so cool. It does slow us down as well though, doesn't it? I'm keen to actually give this a try, like in combat. I wonder if there's a way for us to try and do that quickly. I think maybe what we could do is we could go to this fracking station. And if there's... Well, actually, it doesn't say deserted fracking station, does it? I'm sort of hoping perhaps maybe there are some enemies in this area, but I think this is just a civilian outpost. What on earth are you doing? Okay. Please chill. I thought he was about to attack us for a second there. Maybe one of these abandoned places. Abandoned hangar. Let's do it. And yeah, just gonna see if it's very useful in fights or not, because yeah, I mean the anti-grav stuff was very useful and we got that pretty much early on. That power is pretty OP. Abandoned hangar. Oh yes, bunch of pirates. Hey dudes. Target's probably underneath us. Yeah, let's see what we can do with it. Perhaps maybe we might be able to steamroll these guys. Yes. It does need a lot of energy though to use, I must say. Managed to just yeet that guy. I swear some of the physics in this game is really cooked. Headshot, headshot. Nice. And yeah, they're both unalive now. I suppose if I really wanted to abuse the power, I could essentially like use one of those things, I forget what it's called. Quantum essences. I mean, we may as well, right? Because it's not like I'm going to be using them for anything else. Problem is getting the quantum essences again once we run out of sort of Starborn to fight. You only get them from Starborn if I'm not mistaken. Alright, I think this section we're sort of done. I don't know how we get to the lower levels. Perhaps maybe there's an elevator or something like that from there, but I'm not too interested in fighting further. I just wanted to play around with the power. We know what it does and what it can do, so it's good. Okay, can I fast travel now? Hopefully. Let's talk to Vlad, so we're gonna have to get back to the eye. Oh no, he is apparently at the lodge at the moment. Oh, and Walt's here?
The artifacts are all gathered. We've done it.
Can I sit here and talk to him? Okay, it seats us a bit further away from him. I don't know if we can control where we sit exactly. No, it has to be on the one side. Come on, Bethesda, you can do better than that.
Sarah's the best possible person to be running Constellation at a time like this. Focused, no nonsense, and dedicated. There's nothing like an investment paying off. We've succeeded beyond my wildest dreams. Everyone should feel proud.
Constellation couldn't have done this without Stroud Eklund's support. Thank you, Walter.
Oh no. This moment isn't about my corporate holdings, no. Being part of Constellation was just for me. Although there's always opportunities, I'm not above taking advantage of what we learn as a group. Alas, while I would like to take the final jump with everyone, I'm afraid the saying, "you can't take it all with you," has caught up to me. There might not be a Stroud Eklund in the next universe, and certainly not mine. And I would be a poor choice of company if I was, well, poor.
Don't sell yourself short, Walt. There's more to you than your money.
Thank you for that. But I'd be lying to myself if I didn't admit it was a part of me. And I have no desire to find out who I am without it. Goodbye, my friend. If I could borrow a bit from Sebastian Banks, bring light into the darkness of the unknown.
Yeah. And yeah, we're definitely still busy trying to say our goodbyes to various people, aren't we?
We're so close.
Noel?
So I know we aren't keeping all the artifacts here anymore, but I think I can get some good readings from your ship. You have no idea how excited I am to analyze the data after you jump to the Unity. I'm gonna make some coffee. Pull an all-nighter.
You can analyze your data on the ship. You're coming with us.
What? No. I do not do field work, especially not the restructuring yourself at the molecular level kind. Or whatever the Unity actually does to make you starborn. Anyway, Vladimir and I have been talking, and we're both staying here. Someone has to keep Constellation going with so many people leaving. It'll be pretty quiet at first, but that's what Constellation has been doing forever, right? An old generation moves on. A new one moves in.
Noel, Chair of Constellation. Has a nice ring to it.
Maybe one day. For now, I think I'm better off letting Vladimir have that headache. Okay, I promised myself I wouldn't cry. And I'm sticking to that. So, goodbye. I'll miss you all.
Vlad?
Spend so much time looking at the scans. I can see star systems orbiting in my head.
Are there any more temples?
Lucky I noticed a pattern in one of those artifacts you pulled out. Here.
Sweet, okay. So I guess we've got a few more to go. There's one more person that we still haven't said our goodbyes to, but we'll come back to that. I don't think it's going to take us too long to try and get these powers. So let's head on over to Piazzi 4. C, to be specific. Yeah, I feel like this is like a tidying up kind of episode, isn't it?
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
Ah, that was easy. Looks like temple's just over there.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Hunting glowhands. Oh, we'll leave before we aggravate it. Temple Kappa. I do kind of wish that there were a few different things that we would have to do in the temples instead of repeating the same process over and over again. It would have made for, you know, a little bit more interesting sort of exploration, and, you know, it might actually get you a little bit more excited about finding the place and knowing that you'd have to sort of, you know, perhaps figure out a different type of puzzle every single time. Probably don't need like too many variations, but still, you know, at least another 2 or 3 different variations from what we're currently doing, which is just, you know, going through these anomalous things, distortions. Okay, usually we're up top, aren't we? Oh, actually, not always. And we can probably get like a nice stealth shot in here. Done. Too easy. Right, let's check out what we got. Sunless space. Introduce your enemies to the cold of space, freezing them in their tracks. Oh, okay. That sounds kind of cool. I would like to maybe test that out. Yeah, let's go to one of these abandoned locations. We'll play around with the power a little bit. Then we'll move on to the next one. I'm guessing every time we have a chat with Vlad, he's got like 2 of those places for us to visit. Okay. Having these powers make things very, very unfair. Wonder if it works on these things as well. Probably does. Use one of those. I reckon if they're like grouped together, this would be a really, really good power to use. Nice. Okay, I think we're done. Let's get back out there. Can't really fast travel though, till we perhaps get on the ship. Our ship seems to be a little bit too big for the landing pad. Okay, we should be able to fast travel from here. Let's check out where we need to go. Oh, okay. Apparently we need to go back to Vlad this time. Strange. Sometimes you get 2, sometimes you only get 1, apparently. So let's head back to the lodge. Have another chat with him, but perhaps maybe this time we can have a chat with someone else. And say our goodbyes. I forget who else we haven't spoken to. Oh, that guy, the religious guy. Peter? Is that his name? I swear, he hasn't really had a very big role at all, has he?
If you want to talk, make it quick. I think I'm late for Noelle's science lesson.
No, Mateo, rather.
Do you have a second, friend? I've thought about it, and as much as I would love to see the unity the way Keeper Aquilus has experienced it, I'm not coming with you.
Too bad. I think the multiverse is ready for Starborn Mateo.
I know. I had a cool outfit picked out and everything. I think I need to look for my answers here, in this universe. And I can't leave my parents. I know they would understand, but they're not getting any younger.
Bring them along, Starborn Mateo and family.
My dad pushing objects around with gravity powers? Now that would be something to see. Take care of yourself, okay? In the next universe. I'm gonna miss these chats of ours.
Alright, there we go. We've had a chat with all of our friends, apparently. I wonder if any of the other people that we could hire for our crew would actually say anything about the Unity.
Forgot to spend so much time. Lucky I noticed the pattern in one of those artifacts.
Okay, Bessel 3B. Let's do it.
Have any new books for me?
We haven't ever given Cora any books at all.
Captain, landing procedure initiated.
Okay, temple. Where do we go? That does look like it could be something, but I'm not getting the anomalies though. Yeah, signal is getting distorted around this way. Yeah, I'm definitely not seeing the temple just yet. Unless it's supposed to be up there. It's just a structure. No other anomaly over that way. Yeah, I'm actually unsure. Perhaps maybe we can go that way. I'm still getting the distortions though. I wonder, hang on, do the temples actually appear as the structure symbols? They could. Perhaps maybe I should actually just check out what's going on this way, because I am still getting the distortions when I look that way anyway. Although it is getting weaker. I mean, I thought that would be it, but... maybe it's all the way up there. That could be it over there. Let's maybe go in this direction. Oh, I am seeing something over that side though. Maybe that's it. Yeah, this one's actually pretty far away. Yeah, I don't know if Bethesda still has plans on actually introducing, like, rovers and stuff like that to the game. I think that that was definitely a missed opportunity. It was definitely something that should have been included when the game was launched. And, yeah, I think they were just maybe a little bit lazy on that front, because how could you not have rovers to explore a lot of these surfaces? It would make traversal that much easier, especially with not a lot in between. And I know that they've made some comments around how, you know, a lot of planets are going to be pretty barren and, you know, maybe uninteresting to the layman. And I get it. You know, there is that level of realism there, but I mean, we're talking this is a video game. We sort of need to have stuff to do, right? Either that, or you make it easier for us to traverse from one point to another, so that you can sort of keep doing the interesting parts of the game as often as possible. Maybe you can have like certain sections of planets where you know, the rovers might not work, and therefore you might have to get out and traverse on foot. Perhaps, right? Just spitballing ideas here. Finally. Temple Delta. mean, with the amount of powers that we're receiving from all these temples, would we even need to go into the Unity to call ourselves Starborn at this point? I feel like we could become Starborn simply by picking up all of these powers and being all powerful, you know? Ow, ow. There we go. Right, so what did we get this time? I think this is what we got. Gravity well. So we could probably have a play around with that when we actually have some power. But I'd probably want to try it out on some enemies as well, so I wonder if there's somewhere we can do that. Deserted mineral plant, sure.
Good to go for landing.
Okay, where are them enemies at? Nice. Alright, we got some Varun here, apparently. Okay, right. That's actually a really cool power. Though it's very similar to the anti-grav stuff. And yeah, strangely with the anti-grav stuff, the enemies are not really able to do anything once they're floating. Which I find to be kind of weird. I feel like enemies should still be able to like shoot you and stuff like that when they're simply in an anti-grav field, because I mean, it's the space age, right? People are used to being in anti-grav these days. Anyway, let's check out what we need to do next. I think having another chat with Vlad, try and get the next power. I wish he would just like give us all of the powers, all of the locations all at once, to be honest. I don't really understand why this is all necessary, but we'll jump through these hoops. We've got a few more powers to work on, don't we?
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did...
Hmm? Oh, sorry. The eye's showing signs over in the...
Where to next? Charybdis 7D. Sure. Or Charybdis.
Touchdown imminent.
Okay. Anomalies. Seems like it's telling us to go over that way. Oh yeah, it's right there. Barely make it out. Temple Upsilon. Strange name. Temple Kappa was also a strange name. I'll wait for the next one. There we go. So one thing that's a bit of a surprise, I find, is that the Starborn don't have their own weapon versions. Again, I feel like that's a little bit lazy. I feel like the Starborn would have had like all of the knowledge in the world and all of the time at their fingertips to be able to just develop the best sort of weapons that you could ever come across. So yeah, a bit weird that we're not getting any variation there. Again, we need to talk to Vlad. Actually, sorry, before we do that, why don't we just have a look at the power that we've obtained here? Is it this one? I think it might be. Inner Demon. Tap into the endless multiverse and summon forth a friendly duplicate of an unfriendly foe. Huh? Okay. I'm not sure I understand how that works. Maybe it'll just create a duplicate of one of the enemies in the area or something. I'm looking for a spot where we could potentially find some enemies. It's where the crucible is. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other areas that might have people to fight. Let's see if we can find any points of interest. Preferably nearby. A fracking station? That's probably just going to be civilians though. Here. Abandoned weapon station.
Setting down, everything in the green.
Okay, let's try this.
Gonna take you apart. I got
Ah. Right, so you have to choose the right enemy to do it on to get the most value out of it. So here's a level 32 for example, and we can just like simply do that. Now we've got an ally. Oh, actually it dies as soon as we take out the one that we've copied. Interesting. Level 50 there. Interesting. A bit novel though. I would have preferred maybe being able to, you know, still have the enemy survive even after you've taken out the main target, if that makes sense, because then you can sort of build yourself a bit of an army to work with. And the copy that we make seems to also die pretty quickly. If anything, it'll probably serve as a decent distraction while you're doing other stuff. Alright, good times, good times. I am headed back to the ship though, because I've done all of my testing. Decent power for fighting and stuff, but I can't see myself using it, like, constantly. I think there are probably better powers to use other than that. Yeah, let's head straight to the cockpit here. I was hoping to have most of the temples cleaned up in this episode, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. I am about to call this one an episode for now, but when we come back, I reckon we'll probably be able to complete all of the temples. It seems like we might have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 more temples to explore. It does seem like from here we do need to once again go speak to Vlad to locate another temple. So we'll do that when we come back. But I suspect when we come back as well, we might actually spend time rebuilding our ship once more. I'm really curious about using some of the better ship parts. And now that we do have starship design maxed out and piloting maxed out, we should be able to do that. Maybe I just need to experiment on which, you know, which manufacturer or which station to actually reconstruct the ship at. So yeah, we'll play around and see if we can like create an even better ship than what we have currently before we obviously step into the Unity. So, but yeah, apologies guys if you have been following along. I did say perhaps maybe we'd enter the Unity in this episode, but I think there's still just a few more things to do before we go. Right, signing out. Thanks for watching. Leave that like if you enjoyed the video. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.